This is my creative space. It's where I make all my music. It's where I work on visual art. It's where, me and Duncan hang out, play video games, all that good stuff. This is the Lo-Fi Lounge. This has been my creative space for over a year now, and I figure it's time to do a little bit of a tour of the Lo-Fi Lounge. Today's video is going to be sponsored by DistroKid. I'll tell you about them later. I try to surround myself with things that inspire me, so you'll see lots of plants, action figures, books, interesting decorations, and of course, music gear. These mood boards are just different creative ideas that, anytime I'm just hanging in the studio, anytime my eyes come over here, I can find a different thing on the board that can catch my attention and give me a little bit of inspiration. I think surrounding yourself with art and points of inspiration throughout your creative space is really, really important. Yes, this TV works. I have a growing VHS collection. I'm hoping to get into a little bit of retro gaming, maybe get an N64 or something to hook up here. But I love having a little CRTV to watch VHS tapes on. I also have a cassette player here that also has a Bluetooth cassette that I can connect my phone to, so I can actually listen to music from my phone via a cassette player. It's kind of weird, but it's possible. So I've done a whole video on this corner of the Lo-Fi Lounge, but this is what I like to call my sampling station. At the heart of it, we've got the Ableton Push 3, Yamaha Rephase CP, SP404, so I can sample and manipulate anything that's going into Push 3. And don't forget about the Microcosm Hologram, which turns anything into a big, dreamy ambient soundscape. This is a standing desk. It can be adjusted. It's motorized, but it's really great to be over here standing and sampling literally anything, an instrument, a microphone, or external audio like tape player or something, and just feel free and feel more like I'm performing, record it all into Push, and then use Ableton Cloud to send it over to my computer. Great way to get away from like sitting at a desk in front of a screen and feel like more performative and experimental. Pardon the interruption, but I did want to tell you that today's video is brought to you by DistroKid. DistroKid is the distributor that I use to get my music on Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, Instagram, and more. They've been my distributor for years, since before they ever sponsored the channel, and the reason I chose DistroKid was because you pay one time per year and you can upload as much music as you want. You can also get a label account and upload multiple different artist names, different music under different artist names, which I think is really cool. But they also have a bunch of bonuses, ways to promote your music, and different tools for artists. I'm a big fan of using the hyperfollow link. It's essentially a way of creating a landing page for your release where you can have links to your music on the different streaming sites, but also your merch and your own personal website. Any place that you want your fans to go, if they want to support you, you can use this hyperfollow link for that. I use the hyperfollow link to do pre-saves for my ambient album release, and it was my most successful pre-save campaign yet because I ran a giveaway where I just collected the emails of everybody who pre-saved, and I gave away a little crochet ghost that my mom made. So just a little bit of incentive for people to support and pre-save got me a ton of pre-saves from my release, and it wouldn't have been possible without DistroKid, so that's really cool. Sign up today for 7% off. My link is in the description. A distributor is something you're gonna use for a long time, and I've had nothing but good experiences with DistroKid, so dive in, check out some of the other tools that they have, and get your music out there. Here, of course, we have the main workstation monitors I've had for years, the KRKs, RP5s, 5-inch monitors on stands. Very cheap, visual monitors here, just some monitors from Amazon. This one is a portable one I use vertically. This really helps me during my streams. This is the main monitor. It's just fine. This screen down here is for my PC. So a little bit about how this setup works. It's all running off my MacBook Pro, which is right here. I don't know if you missed it. Let me move this light out of the way. Here's my MacBook Pro on a stand with all the dongles and power attached. That's what these two screens are. They're just showing my MacBook. So I've got my keyboard and mouse here. It's all just my Mac. So why am I talking about having a PC monitor? Well, down here actually, way down here, let's move the plant out of the way. I don't know if you can all see this, but there's a big PC tower down here. This PC's only job is to run OBS and run my stream. Now, I realize streaming is only going to be relevant to a few of you who want to know how this whole thing works. So if you don't care about streaming, go to this timestamp in the video, and you can skip this rundown and explanation. Since streaming in video is such a big part of what I do, I want to be able to sit at this desk and make a video or do a stream with just a few clicks of any button. So that's where this white device comes in. This is the Roland VR1 HD streaming mixer. All of the video, there's a camera up here. You can see my overhead camera. There's another camera behind the desk, my main camera. There's even a camera on the fridge, which is a camera from behind. And including the output HDMI from my laptop, all of that goes into the streaming mixer. That's all the video stuff. I've also got a Focusrite Scarlett interface with 2 headphones out. One of the headphones out is for me, the other headphones out goes to, you guessed it, the streaming mixer. This streaming mixer is connected not to the Mac, it's instead connected to the PC. I run this 2-computer setup, that way my MacBook is just focusing on doing all the CPU intensive tasks of music production, and the PC is dedicated only to streaming. That's the reason I've got a second mouse here to control my PC, and when the cameras are rolling, I can use the VR1 HD to switch from different camera angles, and I can see everything from the stream here on this little screen. I can switch from DAW to camera, etc. I've got a Stream Deck here to switch to my starting soon screen. It's just a tiny PC monitor because I'm not doing anything on this PC besides just running OBS. The general video setup though is a Sony a7 IV here tucked in behind the monitors. That's my main camera. A camera on an overhead shooting stand, which is connected to a shelf behind that monitor. That makes it so I can capture my MIDI controllers or synths or whatever's on my desk. Right above my monitor, you can see a light that is controlled via Wi-Fi. So I can use my computer to turn that light on and off. The Shure SM7B is my main microphone. I use this both for streaming and for recording vocals. And the Sennheiser HD650s are my main pair of headphones. I can listen for a long time on these. They're open back headphones. I never tried open back headphones before trying these, but they sound really good. You're gonna see like sound panels around this room. Like you can see some sound panels back here. They're doing a little bit of absorption. This room is so big and has such a high ceiling that it's kind of difficult to cancel all the echoes. I'm rarely recording anything that's too sensitive. And if I'm just doing voice recording, I can use like a repair tool to kill the echo. This apartment is really interesting in that it doesn't really have a decent living room space anywhere in it. So the Lo-Fi Lounge is truly also a lounge where I hang out, watch movies, play games, etc. I'm playing Starfield right now and I've been waiting to dig into the Cyberpunk DLC. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that tour of the Lo-Fi Lounge and you took it all in and you have it clear in your memory because now it's time to leave.